Example 5 says h of x equals the quantity of x plus 3 times a quantity of x minus 1. So first, let's state the degrees, okay? So the degree is going to be 2. Well, you want to know how we got 2? We got 2 is because if we were to FOIL this out, so x times x is x squared. X times negative 1 is going to be negative 1x. 3 times x is going to be positive 3x. 3 times negative 1 is going to be minus 3. Well, the degree, if you were to FOIL it out, it would be the highest power, highest exponent, okay? So the x in the front has a degree of 2. So that means your power is 2. Your exponent of that term is 2. Now, because we know the degree is 2, we know that we would have at most one turning point, okay? One TP, one turning point. That will help us out because if we know the a value is in the front, since we don't see a value in the front, students, meaning that it's going to be 1. And that's a positive value. With a degree of 2, a value is 1, we know it is going to be a parabola opening upward. So the easiest for us is it's in factor form. Okay, so this is a factor form. Easiest would be finding the x-intercept. X-intercept, students, is when y goes to 0. So take y, set it go to 0. It's already factored out. So we are going to take each factor and set it equals to 0. And then we want to solve for x. So minus 3. The first x-intercept is at negative 3. We can write negative 3 comma 0. Let's plot that right there. And then we're going to add 1 to this side. So the next x-intercept is going to be 1. So 1 comma 0 is the other x-intercept. Now, easiest for us right now is to find the axis of symmetry. Now, axis of symmetry, students, is going to run straight through the vertex, and it's in the middle. Since we have a dot here on the right side, a dot here on the left side, the middle, smack middle, is going to be an x at equals to negative 1. That will help us plug it in to get the y value for the vertex. Okay, so this is axis of symmetry at x equals to negative 1. And remember, axis symmetry runs straight through the vertex. We can plug it in. So here we go. So negative 1 plus 3 times negative 1 minus 1. Well, negative 1 plus 3 is 2. Negative 1 and a negative 1 on the next quantity is negative 2. Multiply those together is going to be negative 4. So students, our vertex is going to be negative 1 comma negative 4. Okay, well, let's plot it. Negative 1 we know is on the axis of symmetry, so here's negative 4. This is your vertex. With having the vertex, we can just connect those 3 dots, and that is going to be our parabola opening upward. Now, if you really want to check this graph, another thing that we can do is to find the y-intercept. Okay, so y-intercept is when x is going to equal to 0. And y-intercept, it's pretty easy. We plug it in. Y equals 0 plus 3 times 0 minus 1. Well, 0 plus 3, students, is 3. 0 minus 1 is going to be negative 1. So the y-intercept is currently at negative 3. 0 comma negative 3. Well, let's double check. Okay, it's right there. So you know your graph is correct. All right, that's the end of 2.9. We're done with Unit 2, guys.